Hi everyone, welcome to San Diego. I just have to show you the cutest little Airbnb that we're at. It's just so cute. The other ones were nice, especially the one in San Francisco was a really old, 100-plus-year-old home. It was absolutely gorgeous. But anyhow, this is just so cute. I just want to show you how cute this is. It has an outdoor shower because the beach is just right down that street there. I don't know what you can pick up. The camera will pick it up, but there's the water right down there. And there's a unit right next door. And then this is our cute little place. It's so cute. TV, eating area. Now the thing is, these blinds are going to have to stay down because there's the road right there, which is totally fine. So it's so nice, like new. It smells new in here. It smells really new in here. And David's just bringing in all our stuff. Cute bathroom, lots of cupboard space, and the bedroom. Really nice. It was about a 3-hour journey. We went to the Getty Museum. That's where the last video would have ended off. And here we are now in San Diego. So there's more video to share. See you soon. Hi everyone. Welcome to a new video. We are in San Diego. We are in the neighborhood of La Jolla. This is our last week here in California. We did a road trip starting, we flew into San Francisco, and then from San Francisco, just had to show you that. David, of course, has done all the driving. We rented a car, and so we've driven from San Francisco, and then we went to Carmel by the Sea and spent a week there, and then drove from Carmel by the Sea to Los Angeles, spent a week there, and now we're spending our last week here in San Diego. We are in the village of La Jolla. Where we're staying is probably about a 35-minute walk from here. David and I we walked here this morning. It's only half an hour walk. There's some cute little shops here. I wanted to pick up some t-shirts, some pure cotton t-shirts that were on sale. And so we walked here, and then we're going to stop at a little bistro that is offering lavender green matcha latte, which is on my list to try. So en route back home, that's where we're going to go. And if the video turned out well of the place that we're staying at here in San Diego, that will either be inserted or might be at the beginning of this video. But if it didn't turn out, then I'm not going to include it. So it's about, I think, 70 right now. Temperature-wise, it was a little bit cooler when we left, and I am wearing shorts, as is David, and a t-shirt, but I'm wearing a very light jacket, but I'm getting hot now. And so to tell you a little bit about this village of La Jolla, it's a neighborhood in San Diego. The village in particular is this sort of spot here. I'm going to, I do morning walks every morning at I leave about 7:30, and my walk is about an hour. It's like a circle. I do a circle walk, and I'm going to take you on that walk, and one of the clips to follow, this one. It's beautiful in the morning, and I walk along the water with a water view. And I also want to show you some of the exquisite, very expensive homes during that walk. So I've been enjoying that every morning. But you can see some of the shops here. A lot of them are shops I've not heard of. So they may be exclusive, they may be like an exclusive shop, privately owned or not. I don't know. I don't recognize the names, but there is a candy store there. I think I might have to visit the candy store. But I parked David at one of the benches nearby, and he is probably reading the news on his phone. Yeah, it's turning out to be pretty nice today. It was pretty overcast, but the skies are getting blue, as you can see. But yeah, just to continue about this little part of La Jolla, the village of La Jolla, which is what this shopping area is called, is mixed residential and business. And according to Google, it's considered a gem nestled within the coastal San Diego community of La Jolla. There's some shops. I went in here the other day into some of these shops, and they are gorgeous. There's, I think, the J. McLaughlin shop I went into. I think it was that one. Oh no, it was, I think the Ziggets shop maybe I went into. Well, I went into all of them actually the other day, and I found a beautiful, beautiful sweater. Didn't buy it because it was over $700 US. So I walked on by. And here we are. So I just wanted to show you this sweet little stretch here of shopping. You can see there's no tall buildings, which is sort of typical of where we are living as well. Like I said, it's about half an hour away from here. But we do walk along the coastline. So we have the ocean to our right. And as we're walking home, if there's something to show you, I will certainly show you. I'll see you in the next clip. Well, we were on our way back home from the village in La Jolla, the shopping area, the last clip. But I did want to show you, the beach is pretty busy today. It's gotten really hot. Since I last recorded half an hour ago, it has gotten really hot and bright and sunny. People are going in, and you can see there are surfers. Yeah, I have a feeling David is going to be coming down to the beach. As soon as we get back to the Airbnb, he's going to change and make his way down. See you in the next clip. Okay, new clip. Still in San Diego. We're on Coronado Island. We just had a lovely lunch right up there. Late lunch. Beautiful blue skies. It's beautiful here. So it's a highway drive. It's what, about an hour? An hour drive? Yeah, it's probably half an hour drive with no traffic, but it's highway driving and there was a ton of traffic. So it's about an hour from where we are in La Jolla. He has a nice voice, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he's got a really nice voice. It's a bit breezy, windy, so I'm hoping that's not interfering with the audio too much. My apologies if it is. But we're walking off this very lovely boardwalk. It has all these very cute little rentals. And we are in shorts and sandals, except I am wearing a light jacket because I'm cold. Unlike David, who's just in a t-shirt. This is a really nice boardwalk. Looks like it's quite extensive. So we did come through Coronado Island a few days ago. We went down to Tijuana. My intent was to film in Tijuana, but it really was, I can't remember if I told you guys or not, but it wasn't that nice. I'm not dissing Tijuana. It's you know what, I shouldn't say it wasn't nice. It wasn't what I expected. It's the main street is very busy with merchants and mostly locals, what we saw, and a lot of the shops along the main drag there was very touristy, not very good quality souvenirs. Look how cute that dog is. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but there was a teeny tiny little puppy sausage dog. Yeah, so Tijuana, it was really hot though, right, love? It was seriously, I think that was the hottest day that we've experienced in California, was that day. It was really, really hot. And the walk, so you could, I guess, drive across the border, but we parked in a parking lot near the border. And then we walked across, as a lot of people were walking across. You had to go through customs and the whole shebang, you know. Oh, that might be a bride. You're right, love. Oh, she has a bouquet. Look how pretty. Oh, so pretty. How lovely. And yeah, so it was so we had a nice walk through town. So when you come across the border, it's probably best to ask for information at the information center, and the fellow there directed us where to go. And so to get there on your own, if you've never been to where most of the tourists go, it's best to get instructions, which we did. But any place that we went to, even to get to that destination, look at all these dogs. Oh my gosh. Like, that just makes any video just that much better when I can find a dog to show you. Yeah, so I think it took us, maybe 20 minutes from customs, David, to get to that Main Street shopping area. Yeah, so about 20 minutes. You kind of go through over a bridge and around a corner and up a hill, and then you get to the major shopping street. And then we walked around there, sort of up the street, part of the street at least, and then turned around and came back down and went home. So we were maybe in Tijuana from start to finish for maybe an hour, do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe an hour.
It's probably more because we paid for 2 hours, 3 hours of parking. So.
Oh, and did we utilize all 3 hours of parking, do you remember?
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, 2 hours and 50 minutes, okay. Now these are permanent residents, they look like. Very nice. And then they look out of their window, and this is what they see. How sweet it is. How gorgeous. Look, this is a really wide, long beach. I wonder how busy it is on a weekend. And do we know what that island over there is?
Oh, it's part of San Diego.
Well, it's part of San Diego, yeah. Oh, okay, because we are on an island right now.
Yeah.
So we went over a very big causeway that connects the mainland to this island. So David's saying that's part of the mainland, across the way, across the water. Yeah, very nice. So one thing you don't see in Canada are palm trees. Yeah, we don't see that. So you know you're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy, when there's palm trees. So here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's some volleyball nets up. But this is a really wide beach, David. Where we are in La Jolla, the beach is long, but it's not very wide at all. And the hotel, what was the name of the hotel that we had lunch at?
Hotel del Coronado.
Right. Hotel del Coronado. So if it's okay to do a video in there, if it's not too awkward, I want to show you a bit of the hotel because it's exquisite. See you in the next clip. Good morning, everyone. This is the next day. This is a beautiful morning, a little bit overcast. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning. And this is the view from down our street. This is facing south. Our street is right up on Rosemont, just south of La Jolla Boulevard. Right now I'm on Neptune and Rosemont. And this is our south-facing view. And I'm not sure if you can see, but there are guys in wetsuits. They are preparing to surf. It's about 67 degrees. Not Celsius, but degrees right now. It's a bit gray, bit overcast. That's what we're finding, that most mornings are fairly overcast, but very mild. There's no wind, none of that. Really nice. And this is how I start my walk every morning. Oh, there's a surfer way down there. And there are some more surfers ready to go surfing. I just saw them put their wetsuits on and make their way down here before I started filming. So if I showed you a beach yesterday on Coronado Island. Anyhow, I showed you how huge that was. This is part of our beach here. As you can see, it's considerably smaller, but looking, oh, you won't be able to see it, but further down, a little bit further down, it's much broader. But there's a lot of people here during the day. A lot of dog walkers. The beach is quite clean. Other than what sort of comes up at night, you can see some of that seaweed. And there's a surfer. Oh. There was a surfer, rather. But there's one fella that's going way out. Ooh, and it's cold. The water is not warm. Oh, there's more surfers. Now, I'm not sure if those guys are surfers or if they're divers. I don't see a board.
Oh no, I do see a board. If they're surfing on the way back, when I come back, I will record them. So this is how I start my walk every morning. And I'm not going to take you through the whole walk because I think that would be pretty boring. But I do want to show you parts of the walk because La Jolla, at least where we're staying, is really a beautiful neighborhood here in San Diego. And the homes, I just need to show you, the homes are like huge, beautiful. Majority of them, the one that I'm aiming at right now, I don't know if you can see, but it's gated. Like you're not going to get through there unless you have a combination lock or a lock, but a majority of them you can't get through. Like this house, for example, there's the garage, big, beautiful property. Look at these beautiful plants. So you're not getting into that house unless you have a lock or a combination to the lock. This house here normally has a Bentley parked here, but no Bentley today. It's all gated. Again, you're not going to get in unless you know the combination. And of course, there are others, like this house, this White House here. There is no gate. But it's sort of a, I would say probably maybe 50-50, maybe 60-40 have a gate. At least on this street. This is, let's just double check the street. Oh, and here, as I back up, that's beach access. Let me take you down there just so you can see. Oh, I can smell the salt air. It doesn't smell fishy at all. It just smells like salt air. Oh, here are some guys ready to go surfing. And we were just right up. You can see where the stairs are right there. Am I aiming it right? Yeah, there's stairs there. That's where I was showing you the view earlier. So we'll just head back and walk along our merry way. Yeah, as I was mentioning, my walk is a good hour, maybe a couple minutes over in the morning, and this is the walk I've been doing every morning since we've been in San Diego. We arrived on Sunday, and we are leaving, and today is Saturday, and we are leaving tomorrow. And we're going back to Los Angeles to spend a couple of nights in the hotel there before we go to LAX and head home. Oh, look at these puppies. Yeah, so we're staying at a hotel there, and if it's suitable to show you the hotel, I will. I didn't yesterday. We had lunch at what was it called? The Coronado Hotel. And I was hoping to just show you a bit of the hotel, but just seemed inappropriate. There was a lot of people, and I would have been too close to too many people. Would have been awkward. When I'm out in public like this, it's very fitting. See, another entry, you can't get in unless you have a key or combination. Very well protected. Now, all of these homes that I'm showing you, they all have, they're all facing the ocean. So their front yard, I guess, or their backyard, is the ocean. They're high up on a rocky cliff, I guess, or hill. It's all rock here, and no one is going to be in their backyard other than the ocean. So very private. I can't imagine the cost of these places. They are huge, and the property. And I don't know if we'll see any of the gardeners today, but it's much like Forest Hill in Toronto, or Rosedale in Toronto, where they all have their own gardeners. And I see gardeners in the morning. It's so nice out. And look at all the foliage and the flowers and all the color. Look at those beautiful hydrangeas. Very, very nice. And this private gate. Beautiful. It's big. That's some fake grass, but look at how beautiful. See the beautiful stonework. Beautiful stonework. Their front yard, or rather their backyard, I'm not sure if it's their front or their back, probably their backyard, right, is the ocean. Every morning you wake up to the sound of those crashing waves, and it's not aggressive. I'm sure during a storm the water would sound aggressive hitting the cliffs, but we haven't had a storm since I've been here. It's been beautiful, beautiful, calm, no wind. Well, a little bit of wind, but not as windy as it was in Los Angeles. But waking up to the water against the rocks, how perfect is that? Now this house, I have no idea what it looks like. Now, I don't know if you can see way up on the roof there. I'm going to try and zoom, but the zoom doesn't work. You can see images of what looks like to be a coyote or a dog on the roof. It's an actual still life. It's I think they put it up there to prevent critters from getting up there. As you can see, yeah, it looks real, but it's not. This is just one property right here. I love doing this walk every morning because it's so quiet. And especially today, it'll be a quiet walk because it's Saturday. So people aren't leaving for work because there is a little bit of traffic in the morning, people going to work. But not today. So I'm not sure what we're doing today. David ideally would like it to be a hot beach day. This is another property. The size, the size. I'm just envious of their oceanfront. That's what I want. Yeah, so David would love to have a really hot day where he can hang out on the sand at the beach. That's not really my thing. I get kind of bored. So usually when we go to beach vacations like Florida, normally we go to Florida once a year, but we're not going this year just because we're here. Yeah, I might spend an hour with him a day. He'll spend all day on a comfortable beach chair with an umbrella. But I can't do that. I get too restless. So I may spend an hour with him. Maybe. It depends. Here we do have, the Airbnb has an umbrella and 2 lawn chairs, except they're not lounge chairs, they're actually lawn chairs. No, well, they're beach chairs. What am I trying to say here? They're not, you can't stretch your legs out and lay down. You have to actually sit upright. And maybe not that comfortable. I'm not sure. I just find it a bit boring. Look how gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now this house, I watched them tear this one down. I can't really show you much, but it was an older Spanish style house. I don't know if you can see a little bit of it. I don't know what you can see. They had like 3 of these. I don't know if they're like a backhoe. I don't know what they're called. Anyhow, they were tearing down the house. And the house, I don't know, you can see a little bit of it there. You can see the clay roof tiles and the white. That is the house. It was kind of a cool shape. Here we go. It's a better view. So it's sort of like a U shape. You can see the ocean front right there. And so back of the house covered the back. And then this whole like middle part would have been, it was like a courtyard, and the house was in a U shape. So along that wall and along that wall. From what I remember seeing. And yesterday, so they put all the scaffolding or this cover, and the other day they put up the sign, the Camino. So that makes me think that it's going to be a condo complex, perhaps. I mean, it's big enough to hold a condo complex, but I love this house. But I don't know. It seems certainly out of place. The condo complex would be out of place here because these are all privately owned single dwellings. There's no condos or apartments anywhere here on this street. When we get up on La Jolla Boulevard, there's a lot of condos and apartments, but here is all residential for the most part, especially on this part of the street. So again, that's public beach access. This beautiful. I'm gonna try and my camera doesn't seem to want to focus or move up and down. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Another beautiful property. You can only see a little bit of at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty walled in, very private. I like the privacy component, I have to say. And there are some houses, not sure, maybe we already looked at them on our way here, but they're big and they're beautiful and they're floor to ceiling windows in many cases. Gorgeous, but where's the privacy? Wouldn't want people seeing my every move. Look at the size of this. Oh, we're coming up to another nice spot that I like to enjoy every morning, just for a moment. These houses across the street are nice as well, but it does not compare to the ocean-facing homes. Now here you can see that green fencing as well, that green netting. That house was already torn down when we came here. The property is massive, all the way to the ocean wall. So if you had ocean facing property, this would be your front, or your back rather. So you can sort of see there the back of those houses, how they face the ocean, and how private it is. No one's going to go there except for whoever you want to go into your backyard. The waves hitting the ocean wall here. It's just so soothing. This is beyond beautiful. This is all Mother Nature. You can't buy it. You can't own it. It's for everyone to enjoy. It's so nice. So nice. And those houses across the way, we're going to sort of be seeing them, but from the other side. If I remember by the time I get there, I'll show you. So we just came from that direction, right? We wrapped around. And now we're heading up. So I am going to shut off the camera now, and I will pick you up in the next clip, because the walk going forward is sort of much of the same, but there's a strip, like a shopping area, retail area, business area, I guess, that I want to take you through as well. Be right back. I don't know if you remember me mentioning in my previous clip that I want to try and remember to show you the houses, the front of the houses to those houses we saw in the distance that were facing, their back was facing the ocean. Well, these are them. This is the front. And I know the clip that I showed you with the back of these houses was quite a distance away, and the zoom doesn't work, but they have the ocean out their back. You can see the ocean. I don't know if you remember, there was this house. It was sort of easy to spot, at least for me, for when I was recording, because of the color of the wood. It stood out in the last clip for me, but maybe the camera didn't pick it up for you. Anyhow, see you in the next clip. Hi guys, we're back. Next clip, and this is the last clip for this walk. And I'll pick you up again probably Sunday or Monday, right? The last couple of days that we're leaving. Anyhow, we are here on the main drag in La Jolla, where we're staying, and we're right at La Jolla Boulevard, which is the main drag through La Jolla, and Midway, which is a cross street. And I just would like to walk you down this business area. There's the ocean. What we've noticed, David and I, this is a really cute little shopping strip. You can park for free, where you see the cars parked, and here are the businesses. And what we've noticed along this strip here is primarily, well, not primarily, but look at how cool this bench is. There's several of them throughout this little street here. But we see restaurants mostly and architectural firms. I thought that was a bit odd, but then I realized this is a very moneyed area, and there are a lot of what we see homes that were torn down and are now being rebuilt in established neighborhoods. And that's probably why the architectural firms, there's like 4 of them on the street alone. We came here our first day. We arrived, I think, around 4 o'clock from Los Angeles to San Diego, about 4 o'clock. And we dropped our stuff off, and then took a walk to this strip, and we went to a little restaurant down here. But you can see, what I find really appealing, and most of where we've been to in La Jolla, which of course is, I'm sure, barely touches the surface, there's very few high-rises here. Which I find, rare, because where I live in Toronto, and Toronto in general, at least the places that I frequent, there's a lot of tall buildings. Businesses, business buildings, condominiums, apartments. But here, it's a very much a small town feel. There's the ocean again. I probably mentioned this to you in a previous video. David, in 89, I think, it was 89 or 90, he was here twice. He lived here for 3 months, and then for business, of course. It was a business transfer, as was the next time, for about a year for business. Not here in La Jolla. He was in Marina del Rey. But ever since then, he has completely fallen in love with California. And as I previously mentioned, we were here about 25 years ago. Not in San Diego, but in California. We were here, vacation, and I don't know how long we were here for, maybe 10 days in California, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, I don't remember. I just remember the drive. Again, we started in San Francisco, spent a few days in San Francisco, and then we drove to LA. And I just remember that drive along Big Sur. We couldn't do Big Sur this year because a good chunk of the roadway, I think, needed to be cleared. I'm not sure how long that part of the highway was closed. I think that's Highway 1, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I remember that from last year. So we had dinner just down there when we first came our first night. I think we took about half an hour to get here. Well, it does take half an hour to get here from where we are. We took the scenic route along the water, much of where I was with you earlier in this clip. And then we walked home along La Jolla. I went into that shop over there. It was cute, little shop, ladies' clothing and accessories. I didn't buy anything, but wanted to have a browse. It's been a lovely vacation, but I have to say, as I always do, I always look forward to going home. I probably, if it was me alone, I probably wouldn't be going on these types of vacations. David is a good motivating factor. He loves to get away. I'm much more of a homebody. I do enjoy it when we come to these destinations. I have to say, though, of the places that we've been to, New York City has been my favorite. We were right in the middle of, I don't know if you've watched my New York videos, but we were right in Midtown Manhattan, right on 29th Street between 5th and Madison. We had a great little apartment there. And we were walking everywhere. The only time we drove was when we went to Bar Harbor, Pearl Harbor, or where else did we go? Long Island. Otherwise, we could just walk everywhere. We did take the subway to Brooklyn. And that was an experience unto itself, taking the subway. But yeah, I do love the vacations we go on, but New York is still my number one. And there's also a windsurfing town in Italy that we'd been to, I think, 3 times. That's when we used to do our cycling vacations. And we would end up in this little town. So that David could go windsurfing. Anyhow, the name of that town has slipped my mind. I can't believe it slipped my mind, but I'll try and remember to put it here on the screen. Anyhow, this is the end of today's walk, and I will pick you up in the next clip. Probably at either the hotel or at the airport.